Hi guys, Latasha here, and today I'm going to be giving you my review of the Wabi Baby UV Sterilizer and Dryer, which is new from Wabi Baby. This product retails for $279.99 on the Wabi Baby website, and that's Wabi with an I, and I will include a link in the description of the video if you're interested. You can also purchase this on Amazon.com, and at the time of this video it's currently selling for $292.81, so a slightly higher price point, but you do get the prime shipping, so that's always a plus. I've owned this product for just over a week now and have used it every single day since. So I've had a chance to experiment with it and figure out how best to load the sterilizer. Today I'm going to talk about both the pros and cons of this sterilizer, and while they may evolve over time, this is again just going to be based on my experience with having it for just over a week. So my first impressions of this is that it was way bigger than I was expecting it to be. There weren't really any dimensions listed online when I had looked it up to try and figure out if it would fit in the space that I had available for it. And when I got it, it reminded me of a mini fridge actually, because it's shaped in that rectangular shape and it has a door that swings open like a fridge does. It is much larger than the steam sterilizer version that Wabi makes, and it also is a lot larger than many of the breast pumps that are available out on the market. I kind of liked the way that it looked though, because it's very futuristic and sleek with its touch panels and its reflective window, and just kind of made me think that this is something that you would see on a spaceship. So to give an idea of the size, I'm going to show some pictures of it here next to the steam sterilizer. And this product is 16.5 inches tall, 11.5 inches wide, and 13.75 inches deep. So it's pretty good size. One of the big questions that people have had when it comes to this sterilizer is how much can it hold? What is the capacity of the sterilizer? The Wabi steam sterilizer and dryer can hold 8 bottles in its chamber, plus some flanges and then connectors, bottle caps, and duckbills or valves and membranes in its top tray. So the question was, how much can the new UV sterilizer hold? The box that the sterilizer comes in contradicts itself, with some panels of the box saying that it holds 9 bottles and another panel saying 12. So I was very curious myself to see how much it would actually fit. I found that when filling the sterilizer, it does depend on what brand of bottles you're using as to how much it holds. So Gerber or Medela, which are skinnier if you will fit more than the Spectra or Avent bottles. In my testing, I've been able to fit 14 bottles comfortably on the top rack without any of them touching each other. The bottom rack slides out somewhat like a tray and can hold your connectors, your duckbills, or your valves and membranes, as well as flanges. And since I use a Spectra pump, I choose to use the long stem backflow protector so that I can use Medela parts with the pump. So I will put those long stems on the top rack so that they hang down and aren't touching anything. Spectra does say that their backflow protectors and their duckbills don't need to be sterilized, but because of who I pump for, I choose to sterilize them, even though that means having to replace them more frequently. One of the great things about this sterilizer is that it's not strictly for baby bottle parts or even just baby parts. The instructions and user manual that it comes with does say that it can be used for non-infant items such as cell phones, tablets, television remotes, video game controllers, handheld gaming devices, makeup brushes, or other sorts of makeup tools. So many different things that you can sterilize with it. And that is one thing that makes this really great about it not being something that is going to be a short-term use item. It's something that you can get as your baby's an infant and continue to have throughout their adolescence and even into adulthood, because it has so many uses for non-baby things. So that being said, even though it can be used for non-baby things, Wabi does recommend that you follow manufacturer guidelines in terms of sterilization. If it's something that it does not recommend being UV sterilized, then use at your own risk. If you put something in there that shouldn't be sterilized and it's ruined, then unfortunately that would be on you. So just keep that in mind if you choose to do a non-baby item in the sterilizer. I like that the sterilizer has the touch panel, which makes it easy to touch if your hands are full with bottle parts. You can use a knuckle or a wrist or even an elbow to turn it on if need be. And the cycles that it has is both a UV sterilize and dry cycle and a UV only cycle, plus it has a dry only cycle. The UV and dry cycle comes in 3 different choices. You have a 30-minute, 50-minute, or 70-minute cycle. The UV only cycle comes in 2 options, a 5-minute or a 10-minute, and then the dry cycle has a 10, 20, or 40-minute option. So between those 3 different types, there each are multiple options within those, so the sterilizer can be used any of 8 different ways. A final mode that this Wabi has that is really great and is somewhat similar to the steam version is that it has storage mode. Storage mode, if you press this button during your initial sterilize and dry or sterilize only cycle, it will kick on for 1 minute every 2 hours for up to 4 cycles, so that just helps keep everything sterile. Another really great thing about this Wabi is that it will show you the timer as well as the temperature in the display of the viewing window. The previous Wabi model did have a timer, but it didn't show you the temperature that the steam was getting to. This is pretty neat to be able to see that your sterilizer is operating at 170 degrees. One of the other things that I really like about this is that it uses UV functionality. It does not use water to create steam to sterilize. With bacteria being one of the concerns and one of the reasons why we use sterilizers for our bottle parts, one has to wonder if the water that's being used in the sterilizer could possibly be contributing to the bacteria. So using a sterilizer that doesn't use water to create that sterile environment is actually really awesome. And because it uses just the UV lights, I'm not as concerned with bacteria being present in my water. If there is bacteria in my water from washing my bottles, it's being killed off during the sterilized process, as opposed to that same possible bacteria water being used to sterilize my parts. Now moving on to dislikes. Really, in my entire time using this, the one and only dislike that I have is that because of its size, it's not easy to be moved back and forth next to the sink. What I mean by that is the steam version of the sterilizer had a chamber that you could move around with you and then replace onto the base of it. So when I was washing my bottle parts, I'd be able to have the chamber right next to me at the sink, load it up, and then move the chamber over to and place it on the base, turn the sterilizer on, and walk away. Because of the size of this Wabi and the placement of where I have it in my kitchen, that's not that simple. That would easily be remedied if I had this Wabi sitting right next to my sink, but I just don't have the space for it right there, so it is kind of across my kitchen. Even having it across my kitchen, it's not a huge deal. All I do is take a clean bowl, line it with paper towels, put all of my clean parts into it, and then carry it from my sink over to the Wabi where I fill it up. So it's more just an annoyance that I have as opposed to an actual flaw in the design of this product. But it is something to consider because it is an added step to the whole process. The biggest other con that I have to this product is the price. The nearly $300 price tag does not make it very affordable for everybody, so it's something that seems somewhat out of reach. Because it is brand new, over time this price may reduce down to something that's more affordable, but at this time I don't see it being something that many people will be able to afford to purchase. So while the pros definitely outweigh the cons for this product, I'm only giving it 4 out of 5 flanges. The reason being I'm taking half off for the price and half off for that pesky issue of it not being able to come to the sink, but rather me having to take the products from the sink to the Wabi. Even still, this is a great product that I do highly recommend to anybody who is wanting to have a sterilizer that will grow with them from the baby years beyond. If anybody out there has any specific questions about this product that they're interested to know, or if you yourself have this product and have tested it out, I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Feel free to leave me a comment, and if you'd like, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. More videos will be coming. Thanks so much for watching.